And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today, we're going underground, into the caverns, into the caves. We're thieves. We're gonna be trying to get these big bales of treasure on our back and getting out of those caverns. We're with Alibaba and the Thieves. We're talking about Open Sesame. Now this has just been reprinted by IDW/Pandasaurus Games. It's for 3 to 5 players, takes about 15 minutes to play. It's a quick filler. It's designed by Antoine Bauza and Corentin Labrat. So, big names there. It's a memory game with a push your luck element. Let's take a look. In Open Sesame, one player is going to start as Alibaba. He'll take this cool thing, he will actually stand it up in front of himself, and he will be next to these tokens, and then we'll start the game. So let's play, we're playing a 3-player game. There's 2 other thieves other than Alibaba. Alibaba will reveal the first card. He'll say, oh look, I have a donkey. This tells you how many cards of donkeys there are in the whole deck. There's only 2 of them. When it's green, it has a bell there. It basically says that the donkey makes noise. He's noisy, so Alibaba is more apt to get caught. So I take one of those tokens and put it in front of me. Now, I put this card down, I reveal it, I say what it is, it's a donkey, and then I put it in my hand and I never show it to them again. So I go to the first other thief and I say, what do I have? He says, clearly you have a donkey. So then I flip it again, and there's a treasure box. And I show it to everybody to say treasure box, and I put it in my hand, and I go to the next thief and I say, what do I have? And he has to say, donkey, treasure box. Doesn't matter which order, but he can't mess up. So then I go to the next player. I do this. I go, oh, look at that. It's a shoe. I put it in my hand, say, what do I have? And hopefully that player's going to say, donkey, treasure box, shoe. Then we go to the next player. Ooh, it's a turban. Put it in my hand. So we keep going around like this, and they have to say them all. And when you get to like 8, ooh, look at this. There's a camel. And again, it's a green one. So this gets interesting. So let's say I put this in my hand, and they said, you have a camel, a donkey, a turban, a shoe, and a treasure box, because that's what I have so far. I have 2 of these tokens. Now, I have an interesting choice to make here as Alibaba. I might want to stop, or I might want to press my luck. If I stop, so the round ends in 1 of 3 ways. If I stop because I don't want to press my luck anymore, I can say Open Sesame and the round's over. And what I would do is I would put out all these cards, and starting with me and going around, everyone would take one of these. Now remember, each one of these, some of them are very rare, like there's only 1 of these. At the end of the game, you're going to get 1 point for each unique treasure you have. So if you end up with 2 donkeys at the end, it's only worth 1 point. So people start taking the ones that are least repeated, and then the next person will probably take this, the next thief will take that, Alibaba would then take this, and then the last thief would take that, and they would put them face down in front of them, and they would never, you cannot look at your treasure again. So not only are you trying to remember the cards in Alibaba's hands, but you're trying to remember what you've taken throughout the game. Now, if Alibaba pressed his luck, and he got a 3rd noise token, ooh, he just got caught because he made too much noise. In this case, I would take all the cards that I had gone through, I would place them down, and all the other thieves in clockwise motion get to take 1 at a time. Alibaba gets no treasure. Now this could also happen if I get either any 3 of the same type of token, or 1 of each of the 3. Noise, shiny, and encumbrance. So if you even get 1 of those 3, the same thing would happen and he would bust. Now the last way it can mess up is if Alibaba was asking him about it, and one of the guys screws up and says the wrong thing or leaves 1 out or something like that. If that happens, Alibaba gets to take any of the 3 cards that he's holding, then fans out all the rest of them. Each of the players will take them except the one that screwed up, and then Alibaba will still continue to take them. So he'll get 3 at a minimum, most likely, and then he's going to continue to get them 1 for 1 with all the other thieves. This will continue until the Master Thief comes out. He's about 8 cards from the end of the deck. This is the last round. He is a treasure, so everyone has to say he has a Master Thief in his hand. And at the end of the round, we then add up our points. So let's say at the end of the game, this is all I had. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 because I have 2 flutes, but they're the same, so that's only 1. I would have 7 points. That's how you add up the points. Whoever has the most at the end is the winner. All right, well, this game was printed originally as Ali on Board Game Geek in a small print run overseas, and now someone's, IDW's bringing to America. And I'm always interested in those ones that have a small print run, and they're from a good, well-known designer, and then they get brought over because it's like, okay, what happened? Why did that happen? I'm always interested in those. And I gotta tell you, I don't typically like memory elements in games, and I typically don't even own one like memory game that's about memory. Because in the memory elements, it's like, usually it's like one more thing, like why is this memory element a part of the game? Like I'd rather just play the game and not have to remember what people have done. I'd rather have a little bit more open information and stuff like that. This game is pure memory. I mean, it is just flat out a memory game with a spice of press your luck thrown in on top. And for me, it doesn't sound like something I'd like. And after watching the overview, even the recent video overview from IDW, you watch the overview and you're like, huh, it doesn't seem that good. But when you play it, it's actually fun. I will say that. We had a blast playing this because you're playing around and you've got the cards going down. People are, hey, he's got a book. Okay, he's got a magic carpet in a book. Okay, he's got a magic carpet and a shoes in a book. Okay, he's got a magic carpet, 2 shoes in a book. He's got a magic carpet, 2 shoes, a book, carrying an elephant. And you start doing this and it's kind of fun watching it go around, and then you've got that press your luck element. Now, for me, it was a fun experience to have because it actually, I think it helped my memory. Because I always say that if you can attach something outside of what you're trying to remember to it, it's easy to remember. So as the cards were coming up, I was picturing these things in my mind. I was picturing a magic carpet. I was picturing Alibaba on the magic carpet wearing shoes, holding a camel. And when you visualize these, you actually learn to kind of like get your memory better. It was kind of cool. It was fun. And it's fun laughing when somebody messes up. And it's a quick game. And the press your luck element is interesting too, because when you're Alibaba and you've got either 2 different tokens or 2 of the same tokens on there, you've got a tough decision to make, because it's like that ink and gold feeling where, hey, one thing's already come out. If a second bad thing comes out, I'm done, right? And you're like, it has that feeling when you're Alibaba for that. Of course, the thieves are trying to get him to go, yeah, go again. We've got this. Or maybe it's up to like 10 cards and they're like hoping that he just stops because they can't remember anything. So it's fun. I like how there's a little advanced novice variant where you can put the cards down as you get the cards, and then as they say them, you're laying them down. But I also like the advanced variant where you have to attach an adjective to them, like a noisy lion, a shiny shoes, and stuff like that. So it was way more fun than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to keep it actually because it's unique and fun. I don't have a memory game that I even enjoy, and this is very enjoyable, quick filler. So for people that love memory games, like Press Your Luck, this is kind of a no-brainer. Pick it up. If you don't like memory games, you might want to give this one a try, because I didn't think I'd like it. It's not the game I typically would like, but we enjoyed it quite a bit. That's Open Sesame.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.